This is Don Bowers and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to talk about the M&P Shield 380 Auto EZ holsters. So I've found that I've kind of had a difficult time finding holsters for this thing. I want to show you really about 7 of them, 2 of which sort of work, but they're not what I really want in a holster. They work for other guns just well, but not exactly for the 380 Auto EZ, but they will work in a pinch if you don't have anything else. And then I'm going to show you 4 or 5 of my other holsters that do work really well for the 380 Auto EZ. And I'm doing this video because I know they're not easy to find, and so I had to do quite a bit of looking. I have purchased 3 that I really like, and I want to show those to you. So go ahead and stay tuned, and let's check out some of the new holsters for the 380 Auto EZ. So I have 2 weapons here. One is my M&P Shield 9mm, and as you can see, there is nothing in the chamber. There is no magazine in the weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up. And then I have my 380 Auto EZ by Smith & Wesson. This is my new gun. This is really what I want to talk about with respect to holsters. And again, there's nothing in the chamber, and there is no magazine in the weapon. So I'll go ahead and close this as well. What I want to do first of all is talk about a couple of the holsters that really aren't designed for the Smith & Wesson 380 Auto EZ, but will work if you don't have anything else. And I want to talk about 2 of those. So here I have my M&P Shield. This is the 1st gen. This is not the newest one, but it's a really great gun. I have not seen yet a reason to upgrade it. The first holster I want to talk about for this is by a company called Vetter. Vetter, in my view, has some of the best holsters as far as fit and finish. You can see these are highly polished. You can see the inside is highly polished. Good grooves for the gun to fit down in. It's both polished on the inside and the outside. It has a metal clip, which is really strong. Once you get that on your belt, this thing does not move back and forth. This is not going to be a video on how to wear a holster, but as you can see, when I put this gun in the holster, you get that nice crisp click, and it will hold. And again, this really isn't a video on this particular weapon, but if this is what you have, and it's all you have, this actually will work with the 380 Auto EZ. Now, it was not designed for it, and it does fit a little bit differently. So the reason I brought the shield out is I wanted to show you what that sounded like when this goes in. You see, you don't get that nice crisp snap. Now, it will work. It has pretty decent retention. You know, you can hold it upside down and shake it and all that kind of fun stuff that people like to do with these. So if what you have is a holster that fits your 9mm shield, it will probably work with the 380 Auto EZ as well, but it doesn't quite have that nice crisp snap when it locks in, and but it would work if you don't have anything else. When I first got the 380 Auto EZ, this is the holster I used because it's all I had. Then the next holster I wanted to talk about is also for my shield, my 9mm, and this holster is by Galco. This is a hybrid. So you're going to have some nice Kydex here, a nice leather backing here. And again, when you put the shield in here, you get that nice crisp snap and you get good retention and so forth. So this is also kind of one of the tuck holsters. So was the Vetter. If you look at the 380 Auto EZ going into the same holster, again, you don't get that nice crisp snap. Will it work? Yes, it will. So before you go out and buy a brand new holster, if you already have a M&P Shield, there's a good chance the holster will work with the 380 Auto EZ. It just doesn't fit quite as nicely as the shield will fit. And of course, that's what I'm looking for. I want the thing to fit nicely. So I tend to not want to be able to use these. I did use them because it's all I had. So what I really want to talk about now is 4 other options for this 380 Auto EZ of holsters that will actually fit it properly. So let me move my shield out of the way. The first one is by a company called Santis, and this is not an in the waistband holster. This one is actually an out of the waistband holster. It's not one of the tuck holsters, so this hooks directly to your belt, and this weapon actually fits in it pretty nicely. And again, it's a leather holster, so you're going to get a nice snug fit. And I'm going to tell you, once you find a good leather holster, there's nothing like them. So if I'm wearing this around the house, which I often do, I believe if you're going to have a weapon that's a concealed carry and or home defense weapon, which mine is both concealed carry and home defense. If it's a home defense weapon, I need to have the weapon at the ready at all times, even when I'm at home relaxing. This is one of my go-to holsters for this. This not only fits the 380 Auto EZ, but it also fits the Shield 9mm as well. In fact, I've actually had this one in here, and this is what I've been kind of carrying around the house because it actually fits even a little bit better. The holster will be able to hold any of the smaller 380s, any of the smaller 9mm, say the subcompacts, could probably be held with this. This is the DeSantis holster. I believe it's called a mini Scabbard. Nice holster, comes in a couple different colors. Again, it's leather. I keep this gun in here to kind of mold the leather more to the gun, but again, it can fit the 380 Auto EZ as well, just as well. And again, if I want to carry the lightweight around, I can. This obviously doesn't conceal as well because it's an out of the waistband holster, but it does work for the 380 Auto EZ. And if you're looking for an out of the waistband holster, highly recommend. This is about 40 bucks. The next one I bought from eBay, this one is a Kydex holster. It is molded. You can see the fit and finish isn't near the quality that the Vetter holster is. You see there's no grooves up here at the top. Does the gun fit in the holster well? It does. And you do get that nice snap. So it does fit in there nicely. This is also considered one of the tuck holsters in that you have the clip here. I want to say a little bit about the tuck holsters, however. These are called mini tucks, or I would almost call it a partial tuck. Yes, you can get your shirt in behind this, but you're going to still see the clip on your belt. So my concern is that really a tuck holster? Anybody that knows weapons at all is going to see this clip on your belt, and they're going to know that you have a gun on you. So it's not really fully concealing the weapon. And anybody who's even thinking about it is going to say, gee, what's that clip on his belt? Now that's a gun. So I am not in favor of these, although I have several. The Vetter holster I just showed you is a tuck type holster. This is a tuck type holster. I never use them in this way. I'll show you in a minute the holster I use for a full tuck. In fact, it's actually the next one up. This holster here is by a company called Gunners. It's Gunners on eBay. There is another guy on eBay called Gunners, but it's Gunnrs. And I believe that's Gunners, Gunnrs LLC. He has a hybrid holster, looks pretty decent. I did not buy one of those. I got this one just because I wanted a full Kydex. I'm not real keen on this clip in that it tends to move and it will cant on my belt. It only has one screw holding it, and if I wear this holster very much, this loosens up. So if I were going to go ahead and wear this holster very much, I would need to put Loctite on here. It does have retention clips here, and I did put Loctite on those, but I need to put Loctite on this as well. This is not my favorite holster. In fact, this is probably my least favorite for this particular gun, but it does fit, and it's about 40 bucks. The next holster that I want to talk about is called the Brave Response holster. This is by a company. This is a belly band style holster. It is made from real breathable material. I find this holster to be extremely comfortable, and of course the holster fits in There is a retention strap here. I'm going to be honest, I don't use it. Excuse me, I don't use the retention strap on this. The gun does fit in very nicely. It does have a trigger guard right here, so your gun's protected. This holster will fit any gun that I own. I have the EZ, I have the standard 9mm Shield, I have an M.2 compact. This holster will fit all three of those weapons with no problem. This again is one of those holsters that actually goes around your waist before you put your pants on. The only negative part of this is, of course, they don't reholster real well, but if you ever have to draw your gun, reholstering is probably the least of your concerns, to be honest with you. So when I want to carry full tuck, this is what I carry. There are a bunch of these type holsters out there. I think I've had now 4 different kinds. This is absolutely my favorite. It wears easily, it breathes well. I can put the weapon and 2 other magazines, actually 1, 2, 3 other magazines. So I can put 3 magazines in this weapon, and if I'm carrying a lightweight weapon like this, I actually have 2 of the magazines for it, and I would have no trouble at all carrying those. So this is what I consider a full tuck holster. Just this going around your waist with your pants up around it is going to be enough retention to hold this gun in there very nicely. Again, reholstering is not that big of a problem. It's not as easy as with a Kydex, but I have certainly reholstered it without any difficulty at all. So this is what I would consider a full tuck holster. I absolutely love it. And if I'm needing to wear slacks and a shirt and tuck my shirt in for dress occasions, I will invariably wear this holster. Again, this is a Brave Response holster. Today, I just got a brand new holster from a place called Klinger Holsters. This has got a very good fit and finish. This is very close to the Vetter. The only reason I'm not showing you a Vetter is Vetter does not have a holster for this weapon yet. So, in my hunt for a good holster for this weapon, I found this one. I just kind of found it online. It does have a 15-degree cant. Has 2 screws that holds the clip in, so this is not going to move around. I put this on my belt. It's a nice snug fit, and one of the things I like about it is just this little tail here. So when I want to pull this off my belt, I just reach up and grab that, and this comes right off. This has a great fit. Just like that. So it's a standard Kydex, nice and fit. A nice snap that you'd hear. You'll see it does cover the weapon, both front and back, so you're not going to get any sweat on your weapon. This is both a right and a left hand holster. So you can use this holster on your strong right side or your strong left side. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is take the clip off, move the clip to the other side of the holster, and you've got a left-handed holster. So you can buy the same holster. This, I believe, is called a, I want to say a Max Tuck. It's on their website. It's about I think it's $39 plus shipping. It's, again, by Klinger Holster. Excellent holster. In fact, I just got it today. They told me it was going to take 2 to 3 weeks, so I've been waiting to do the video before I got this. Actually came, I think I ordered it on the 3rd of August, and today is the 10th. So it did not take very long for them to get this to me. Now I can't guarantee that for everybody, but they got to me pretty quickly, and it has nothing to do with me. It was just, luck of the draw. But again, this holster fits very tightly on my belt. It has a nice snap when it goes in and is very comfortable. I did back these screws off a little bit because it had a little bit more retention than I wanted. And I would tell you, if you do back these screws off, you might want to go ahead and put some Loctite. I use the blue Loctite to lock these down a little bit. I also got a package of extra hardware, so if you do lose one of these screws, there are screws that come with it, so you can replace those. But again, any of these holsters that have screws on them, I would put Loctite once you get them adjusted. That way you don't lose these. So again, nice holster, very impressed. I wore it this afternoon for a little while, very comfortable. I think is a great alternative. And when I want that nice crisp snap that Kydex gives me, I want the full fit of a Kydex, this is going to probably be my go-to holster. The other holster I want to talk about is one from another company called White Hat Holsters. This is their signature series. This is a great holster. It says "We the People" on it. Has a Kydex clip on it as well. It also has a belt clip on it that when I put it on, if I want to remove the holster, just reach down and catch my finger to this and it just comes right off. It also has about a 50% cant. We'll call it FBI cant. It is made out of either cowhide or horsehide. This particular one is cowhide. If you're in an environment where you sweat a lot, I'm in Idaho, but if you were in Texas, you might want to get the horsehide because it'll breathe a little bit better. I always wear t-shirts, so it's not a major concern to me. This holster is extremely comfortable. You can see the footprint on it on your body is a lot wider than just what a standard Kydex. So this hybrid is a really great alternative. Now, when I first got this holster, I went to put the weapon in it, and I thought, wait a minute, that weapon just falls right back out of the holster. I thought, man, did they give me the right holster? In fact, I emailed them about 10 o'clock at night and said, hey guys, I just got this great new holster and I'm not sure it's the right holster for the right weapon. My weapon just falls right out of it. And they got back to me within probably 10 minutes and said, hey, here's a quick video on why this is that way. It was made that way. Here's what they do. And I kind of like the idea is they're wanting the pressure of this on your body to actually be the retention. So if I push this down into the holster, like I'm going to do right now, you'll see it actually doesn't quite fit, you'd think. But as soon as you put this around your waist, that sucks the gun up into the Kydex. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's plenty of retention. I'm just touching this with my thumb, and I'm not putting that much pressure. It's plenty of retention. And in fact, when it comes out of the holster, it's a very quick draw. It goes back in very easily. This is so far probably the most comfortable holster I have for this particular weapon, for the 380 Auto EZ. This thing is extremely comfortable. They are, if you don't get the Signature Series, I think they're $59. Worth every penny. Now they've got a bunch of other holsters. They've got some that have a lot wider footprint. I'm not a fan of those, although I've showed you earlier in this video my Galco holster that has a real wide footprint. I'm not a fan of those. A lot of people like the double clips. I don't. My son does, and that's great. If that's what he wants to carry, that's perfect for him. It's not perfect for me just because of my body style. So this holster, I find, is, like I said, it was a little bit unnerving when I went to put the holster in, or the gun in the holster. It's like, man, this doesn't even fit. But as soon as you put this on your body and you tighten your belt up just a little bit around this holster, and this starts forming your body, you get great retention from the holster. The gun does not come out, it comes out easily, but it's not going to fall out on you. It's a great fit, and it is extremely comfortable. So I really like this holster. I'm going to tell you, I will probably buy more holsters from White Hat. I really like the company. So I guess at this point I've got three favorites. I like this one. I like the one from Klinger. And when Vetter comes out with a holster for the EZ, I would highly consider a Vetter. Now, why I need three holsters for this gun, I don't know. But Vetter make a very good quality. Klinger makes a very good quality holster. I think White Hat does. And then, of course, I've got my response holster I just showed you. My Brave response holster that I would use for if I need to go full tuck. I also use that Brave response holster if I want to carry my M.2. My M.2 is kind of a heavy gun, and I actually went on a 7-mile walk the other day with my M.2, again as a heavy gun, and I used my Brave response holster, and it was like I didn't have it on. So again, this gun is going to be a great carry because it is so absolute lightweight. I know it's a 380 auto. I know some of you guys don't like 380 autos. That's fine. I can carry my 9mm as well. I will probably end up buying another White Hat holster and another Klinger holster, probably for my other 9mm, just because this is such a comfortable holster. absolutely love it. I just wanted to do this video to give you guys a couple of options. If you have a new 380 Auto EZ and you're having trouble finding holsters, you can get the one from White Hat. You can get the one from Klinger. As soon as Vetter comes out with one, I would highly consider a Vetter holster. I think they are absolutely superb quality. I've never had an issue with them. And so thank you for watching, and I hope you'll share this with your friends.